Hello everyone, it's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 167. This time it's been a challenging week. I'll go through some of the challenges and what happened. Um, and it's taken me a while to catch up. Even doing this video has been a challenge for some reason. Anyway, I went to a town called Mahendranagar and went to this school called Darshanya Raneshwar Singh Kushwaha Academy. Now, it's a relatively small school, and there wasn't a high level of English. So that was one of the challenges. The other um, picture I'll show you is of the school itself. This is the main gate where, once again, you can see the name of the school. It was established in the year 2058, which, as you may recall from our previous video, is now the year 2080 here using the Nepalese calendar. So that is the main gate to the school. And this is just looking at the where the young people play volleyball in front of the school. Now, the students were, English wasn't strong, but they tried hard and we managed to work. The other thing that happened was I never saw a teacher with me during the time. And also, there was not a strong communication about what we were doing and what we were planning and how much time I had with the students. I was sort of left on my own. I would ask them what time, and they'd tell me, and I'd get there, and then the students would arrive, and we'd work for a few hours. But it was encouraging, but it was a challenge because I really didn't know what was going on sometimes, neither did the students. So we on the last day, on Friday, we had practice, and then we said, "Well, what's next?" We said, "Don't know. Principal hasn't told us. Are we supposed to put on a show or not?" So we ended up putting on a show. So the students went home around I don't know what 2 o'clock, and they had to come back at 2:30 to put on a show. But not a lot of people showed up because it was sort of last minute thought. Oh yeah, we should put on a show. So that was interesting. And this was them practicing and doing their best, which actually they really stepped up. I'm always wonderfully amazed at how much the students try so hard. And these are some of the students who at the end were saying, when you coming back? We're going to miss you. You're a nice man, all that sort of stuff. So it was very rewarding from that aspect. But it was a challenge because I was really on my own, not much communication with the school, but they did give me the students to work with. And we did put on a show, although there wasn't many people at the show. But they sort of as a second last minute said, "Oh yeah, maybe we should put on a show." It was quite interesting. This was the principal in the schoolyard, and this was one of the fellows who worked at the school as well as myself. Now, some of the other challenges I had was the first night I was in accommodation in one of the rooms where they often house four students. The very first night, I think it was a mosquito uh, haven. I had more than 50 mosquito bites on my arm, on one arm, from the first night. Then we organized a mosquito net, and that solved that problem. So that was one of the issues. The other issue was after what, how many days, 80 something days probably of eating rice and the dal, which is the sort of mixture, and they call it sort of a thick soup with lentils and so on, but curry that you put over the rice and curried vegetables. I put it in my mouth and I couldn't eat anymore. So I eventually said, "Can I go get some chicken fried rice or something?" So the first night they managed to find chicken fried rice, but we had to drive like 20 kilometers. Meanwhile, there was this place just down the street that sold it, which is where I'm sitting with this fella who works mainly in the school, but he's not a teacher. He works on the administration side. But his English was good and he accommodated me. This was the second night when I had a chicken burger. which was okay, and fries. I've never had fries since I've been here. And then the next night, I had a pizza, and that didn't agree with me. I probably don't eat a lot of bread now, and it was a very thick crust pizza. And so that was what I ended up trying to eat rather than the, my brain just said, I can't, I put the food in my mouth and I couldn't eat it. So they were very accommodating, I must admit, and with my food allergy, so to speak. And so those were some of the challenges, but I was very ill. The cold that I've had, the cough that I've had really slowed me down as well. So I've been coughing a lot. Only today am I feeling semi-normal. I'm still coughing, but nothing like I was previously. That's one of the reasons why I think this video has been delayed. The trip from the school to Kathmandu was on a minibus. In fact, this was the minibus here that we were taking. And that was a different ride than on the big buses. It was, I think I would say, much more pleasant in many ways. And those are Toyota, I don't know, super high aces because they take more people. And of course, going through Nepal was going through the hills, and this was looking out of the window as we were driving along the road. You can see the community below. Of course, no guardrails, just that yellow line will stop you from going over the cliff, obviously. And this was a view at one of the places we stopped. But I just want to show you, look at the background. Can you see the mountains? No, it's the air. It's very heavily polluted here. That might be one of the things that's caused me this chest congestion that I have. Who knows? Anyway, when I did get to Kathmandu, I met my friend Ravi, and we had a meal, which was welcome. And we took a taxi to his place. First time I've been in an electric vehicle, and it is a Tata. It's a brand new taxi. The man's only had it for 15 days. Very nicely fitted. And I was impressed with this little EV. And it was, as you could see, a taxi. And I said to the man, "Can I take a picture of your taxi?" He wouldn't get out of the car and let me take a picture. He was sitting in the car, but he was happy to show his taxi off. So that was the week that was. Um, Lots of challenges with things like mosquitoes, getting all of a sudden an allergy to the traditional food, and not really communicating a lot with the school. But overall, it was another week in Nepal, and I only have 1 week left. So we'll tell you about that in the next video. So bye for now from Fred in Nepal, from Notes of a Nomad. Wishing you, your family, and friends lots of love and laughter. Bye for now.